Hi everybody. We're going to read The Adventures of Beekle, the Unimaginary Friend. There's that beautiful first page. He was born on an island far away where imaginary friends were created. Here they lived and played, each eagerly awaiting to be imagined by a real child. Every night he stood under the stars, hoping for his turn to be picked by a child and given a special name. He waited for many nights. But his turn never came. His mind filled with thoughts of all the amazing things that were keeping his friend from imagining him. So, rather than waiting, he did the unimaginable. He sailed through unknown waters and faced many scary things, but thinking about his friend gave him the courage to journey on. Until he reached the real world. The real world was a strange place. No kids were eating cake. No one stopped to hear the music. And everyone needed nap time. Then he finally saw something familiar, so he followed. He had a good feeling about this place, but he looked everywhere, and he could not find his friend. He climbed to the top of a tree and looked out, wishing and hoping his friend would come. But no one came. He thought about how far he'd come and how long he'd waited and felt very sad. Then he heard a noise below. Hello! He got down the paper for her. Her face was friendly and familiar, and there was just something about her that felt just right. At first, they weren't sure what to do, and neither of them had made a friend before. But after a little while, they realized they were perfect together. And see how they're kind of just hanging out here, and then they're looking at each other, and then they start to laugh. And she says her name is Alice. And he had to think about it for a second. And she called him Beekle. And then he says, I'm Beekle. And she says, hi, Beekle. And they were perfect together. Beekle and Alice had many adventures. They shared their snacks. They told funny jokes. The world began to feel a little less strange. And together they did the unimaginable. And back here is the story of the author and his little son and things that they did. And that is the story of the Adventures of Beekle. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hi, everyone, we are back, and we read The Adventures of Beekle, the Unimaginary Friend. And the one page I really, really like is where Beekle's friend draws a picture of the tree with all the stars. So I thought, maybe I'll make a tree too. And then maybe when I think about it really, really hard, I can figure out what my unimaginary friend would look like. But for right now, we're going to draw the tree. It's a big tree. Maybe I fill it in a little bit. Oh, gotta put some branches. And then I'm gonna use orange, because she's got like an orangey reddish color on her, so I'm gonna put orange on mine. And I'm gonna make, not gonna use stars. I'm making little tiny flowers with little leaves on them. So, this is the start of my tree. Maybe I'm gonna put my imaginary friend in there too. I haven't quite decided what my imaginary friend would look like. Probably a dragon of some sort, or a big cat. I haven't really thought about it. But I am wearing my crown just like Beekle. So I hope you have a wonderful time drawing your tree that maybe you can find your unimaginary friend in. And show me your pictures, okay? Let me see what your unimaginary friend looks like.